So we're going to talk about how we think our life or planet is going to be in 10 to 30 years. So the topics that we are going to talk about are, for example, education, daily life, and the space, all related to technologies. So if you want me says I can start. I believe that education in the future is going to be really different as we live it today because due to the pandemic situation, we realized that technologies like computer phones or other things are very useful to learn, and not just books or notebooks. We can learn by videos, like we can learn by web pages and everything. So I think it's going to be really different, but at the same time, I feel like it will be like less hard for students to look for information and everything, and that's a little bit difficult for me to understand because I love to read books and everything, and I feel like if something bad happens to the internet, then we humans won't know what to do in a situation like that. So yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, I also think the same. I think that after this pandemic, now we know that we have a lot of tools that we didn't use and that can help us a lot to search information or to make things easier. For example, in the past, when someone got sick and was absent to the school, they had like the whole day free. And now that's not gonna happen anymore because, for example, if one day I say, "Oh, I'm sick," so the teacher is gonna tell me like, "Well, you can see the class on Zoom or something like that."
Yeah, you can
So
connect by your computer.
yeah, so no more free days. And also some people used to lie to say like, "Oh, I can't go to school because I'm sick," and they used to go on vacations and things like that. And
Well, for
now,
example, if I were a teacher, or if I can be a teacher like in 10 years or something like that, I hope I don't, because I don't like teaching. But
yeah, me
for any
neither.
reasons, if I'm in that situation, probably uh, my plan, my idea, I would like to try to plan like online classes, but not always. I would like to see my students at least 2 or 3 times a week, so we can solve our questions and everything. But the rest of classes, I think I will choose them to be online, because they are like more relaxed, and to
Yeah,
see the
it's
like,
easier.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, and to see a lot of topics and everything. I felt that it's easier, as you say, to see them in your computer than in the school, because in the school you're going to do like more practices and everything.
Yes, yeah, going to school is like more practical. And
Exactly.
also there are like some careers that really need the presential classes. For
Yeah,
example,
for
the people that study medicine or things like
yeah.
that. Yeah, like they can't practice in the computer.
Yeah, exactly. For example, I am in mechatronics, so my career is a lot of practice. So
Oh yeah,
basically, it's really hard to
to do it
develop
at
it.
home.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, I know how to do all the simulations and everything, but it's not the same in person.
Yeah, it's a lot better in person.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
Also,
the next topic that we want to talk about is the daily life, how we believe that our lives are going to be in the future. And Moises, do you want to start?
okay, I would like to start. Okay, so as you can see, the last year our lives changed a lot. Like the whole world changed. We were used to a lot of things, and now everything is different,
Mhm.
and it is never gonna be the same. Like now, I think talking about health, the countries have to be more prepared because what we are living right now
Yeah.
show us that we are not prepared for nothing. Like for example, this virus, the COVID. still existing and it's still killing people. It seems like we are on the last part, like it is ending.
Hmm.
But imagine if one day another virus come back, but like a more mortal virus,
Yeah.
what is going to happen? Like the countries have to be more prepared.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really different. Well, actually, our normal life right now is different as it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
For example, right now I'm planning like to continue studying and everything, and but I believe that it's going to be really hard to come back, not just to school, also like to start working and everything, because we will have to follow a lot of measures about well, to don't get COVID. And
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like it's a different reality, you know. It's like something new for all of us, not just for a few people. I mean, it's for all the world, and it's really weird to live it. To I don't know, it's hard to explain,
Yeah.
but yeah.
For example, like I already see that in the big business, like
Mhm.
they stopped using people and now they use machines to be to don't have contact with other people.
Yeah,
So I think that's not okay because a lot of people is getting fired and then they don't have work anymore.
yeah. I've been talking about technology. It has its positive things, but I think
And
it's
negative.
going to be like really, I don't have the word to define it, but I believe it's going to be like we will have a lot of technology and everything, and it sounds really cool. Actually, thinking about robots and androids and everything sounds really, really nice. But if you focus on the human part, probably we may lose like all the contact with other humans because of that. I mean, it's really cool because in 20 years, I imagine the world like more advanced, as I just said, talking about technology, and not just technology, about medicine and other things.
Yes.
And I believe that it can be really cool. And I hope to to be here to see all those things. But I don't know, it's like a future really nice, but at the same time, I believe that the human being will have like less interaction with each others because of the same thing.
Yeah, I am also very excited to see what's gonna happen because we don't know, like everything can happen. There are a
Yeah,
lot of possibilities. So I don't know what to expect.
yeah. Well, actually, what I expect to see in the future is, for example, as I just say, androids, all the artificial intelligences and everything, because we already have them, they already exist, but we just have to make them work better. So yeah, I think that's going to be really cool, but I feel like it, as I just say, we will have less interaction with humans, because right now you and I are talking about, well, we are talking about this, but we are in front of a computer, so we
Yes.
are not talking in person. So
Yeah.
actually, I believe that's going to be like the future.
Yeah.
Like we
It's
are
a
going to
little
be
bit weird.
talking. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, just by we're going to communicate, but just by machines or something like that.
Yeah. No, and it's weird because we have been doing this for a year, for more
Uh
than a
huh.
year. Like we should already meet each other in school, but nah.
Okay,
Thanks to
okay.
COVID, we have to do this.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but it's a different change. I mean, we have to adapt to this situation.
Yeah. Oh, and another problem that this has is that the mental health is
Yeah,
getting very bad.
yeah, that's true. So the final topic that we're going to talk about is space. It is all related to the technology that we have right now. All the things, for example, the idea of living in Mars. for example, in Mars, for example. And well, that's the example I give because I think it's a really nice idea. It's something incredible. I mean, if you see it and you say like, okay, this can be real, I feel like it is impossible because these are the kind of things that we saw on movies,
Movies.
we
Yeah.
read about in science fiction books and everything. And it is like, no, it can be. I mean, it is like, it sounds impossible, but maybe in a few years we will have the opportunity to be living like like those situations, like
Yeah.
those experiences.
A few years ago, that seems to be impossible,
Mhm.
and now not anymore. Like it is becoming true.
Yeah, actually, technology these years has increased. It has developed very fast, and I believe that if we have all these things, if we achieve all these machines, all this technology in less than 20 years, I think that in 10 years or in other 20 years, we will have like a lot of things that we thought they were impossible or that they were just like, as I just say, as a science fiction thing. But maybe we will have the opportunity to see them.
And also in less time. For example, I saw that at the end of the year
Mm-hmm.
there is going to be a trip to the space,
Ah, yeah.
and they are already selling tickets for people, like for normal people like us.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone wants to go, they can buy the ticket. It's very expensive, but that's something like wow. I didn't
Yeah, that's
expect that.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it's I read about that, and if you think about it, it's really crazy. Because I
Yeah.
don't know if you know about the trip, but what I read is that the spaceship is going to travel near the moon. It's not going to land, but it's going to travel really close to it, and well, to pass and then come back. But the thing is that I feel like if you have the money, I think that's a really good opportunity to see or to live. And
I wouldn't do it. Like
well,
I
I
don't know.
will. I
That's
mean,
like
I
I
will.
think. What if I don't come back?
Yeah. Of course, that's true. But I mean, you may have the opportunity to see a space, to see like what just the NASA sees, but in person. But I don't know. As you said, there's a big risk in that situation, in that experiment.